Hey guys, how you going? Okay, we've got some news here. Senior Biden campaign officials quietly push Kamala Harris as top choice to replace Biden. Oh dear. This could be funny actually, you know. She's going to replace Biden. You watch. They can't put anyone else in there. They can't skip her. She has to, in a way, with that mask on. Look. Either that or she's growing a goiter maybe. I don't know. Something's wrong with the neck. Senior Biden campaign officials are quietly pushing Kamala Harris as the top choice to replace Joe Biden if he drops out of the 2024 presidential race. Democrats are calling for Joe Biden to drop out of the 2024 presidential race after his disastrous debate performance. Okay. So they've all been grilling Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre about Joe Biden's cognitive decline following his disastrous debate performance. One reporter point blank asked if he has Alzheimer's or any form of dementia. Vice President Kamala Harris is the top alternative to replace US President Joe Biden if he denies not to continue his re-election campaign, according to 7 senior sources at the Biden campaign, the White House and the Democratic National Committee, with knowledge of current discussions on the topic. Biden's fumbling, sometimes incoherent and wildly panned first debate performance against Republican rival Donald Trump last week set off a wave of panic within the Democrat Party over concerns he may not be fit enough to serve a second term and prompted calls for top aides to resign. Some influential Democrats have floated alternatives to Biden besides Harris, including popular members like Gavin Newsom, Gretchen Whitmer, and Josh Shapiro, but trying to sideswipe. Okay, that would be okay as well. But anyway, sidestep Harris's wishful thinking and would be nearly impossible, these sources who did not wish to be named said. The media is priming the public to accept Kamala Harris as Biden's replacement. CBS News caught up with Kamala Harris outside of a Biden-Harris campaign fundraising event in McLean, Virginia on Tuesday evening. I can just imagine it now. We're going to do for you what should be done, and we'll give you some of the things you need. And those things will be things. That'll be Kamala telling you what she's going to do for you. You know, talking to people like they're two. Oh dear me. Is she ready to lead the country if necessary? Kamala said, I'm proud to be Joe Biden's running mate. Okay, she's just simply saying that no matter what, Joe Biden is the nominee and she's proud to be with Joe Biden. Okay, staying neutral. Okay, so that's that one. What else have we got in here? Members of the military continue to seek upgraded discharges and accountability for the 2021 COVID shot. We have Greek Week, cradle of Western civilization. Greece challenges world trend and implements a 6-day working week to boost employment and productivity. Wow. Barack Obama voices concerns about Joe Biden. I bet he does. Now let's go up this way. I don't know about Roger Waters, but yeah, okay. I agree you do not believe all women. He denies proof of Hamas' use of sexual violence against Jewish women. Well, everyone's got their own opinion on that one. I'm not on either side of that. I just want innocent people not to be hurt. That's all. Transgender arrested after body found in trunk of car after crash. Bizarre. I think I mentioned this one the other day. Transgender person from Iowa was arrested after a dead body was found inside his car after a car crash. Post-millennial reported that Miles Margot Lewis, 32, was arrested on Saturday after Lewis crashed on I-90 in Minnesota. As authorities arrived on the scene, officers discovered a body wrapped up in a bedsheet in the back of Lewis's car. The body in the back of Lewis's trunk has since been identified as 35-year-old trans activist Liara Sy. Lewis has been charged in the Olmsted County District Court in Rochester with felony interference with a dead body. However, the criminal complaint made no mention of whether Lewis killed Sy. Okay. Well, did they or didn't they? Okay, did he or didn't he? A trans-identified person from Iowa was criminally charged. Okay, yep, we've read that. They're both, victim and suspect, are trans-identifying males. That's one thing people don't mention when they mention violence against trans people, is the trans-on-trans violence. And sometimes just being deceptive to people until the last minute, and they find out and go, what the far out Brussels sprout is going on here? Anyway, Miles Margot G. Lewis, 32, of New Liberty, Iowa, was arrested on Saturday around 7 a.m. after Lewis crashed into a guardrail on I-90 near Iota, Minnesota. Authorities discovered Sy's dead body in Lewis's car while responding to the crash site. Sy was located deceased in the back seat, wrapped in a bedsheet, blanket, futon-style mattress and a tarp, police said, per the Star Tribune. Margot Lewis, 32, is the murder suspect. Lewis is reported in local media as being an Iowa woman, but he identified as a trans girl on now deleted social media. Background checks showed Lewis used the name Miles Gerald Lewis in the past. He leaves behind a social media history of far-left posts, common among American trans activists. He interacted often on social media with LBRY, Sy, the murder victim. There you go. Okay, I don't think I need to say any more about that. What else have we got? Biden's non-binary pup handler and luggage thief Sam Brinton gets sweetheart plea deal and avoids jail. Is anyone surprised? No, but we should be upset over it. Sort of, yeah. I don't know. Weird people. You got to get these people out of there. I don't think it's going to be long. I really don't. Watch top Biden campaign Spock's run to CNN to put out fires amidst latest rumour Biden told allies he may not be able to salvage his candidacy. Ethics complaint filed over squad member Ilhan Omar's event with former Somali Prime Minister. Yeah, she has more loyalty to Somalia than she does to the US, and, you know, let's do a GoFundMe and raise enough money to buy a one-way ticket over there. How's that sound? I'll chip in from Australia. It begins. Atlantic writer calls on Biden to resign. A lot of people are calling on Biden to... Watch if you get Camilla right. How insane and stupid that woman is going to be as a president. It's going to be nuts. Purple states take note. Youngkin saves Virginia from the tyranny of California's gas car ban. Yep, pays to look into who you're voting for, guys, and look into them because they might be a rhino, Republican in name only. Same here in Australia. You might have Liberals that are actually like Labor and the Greens, so you've got to be very careful who you vote for. President Kamala Harris, Karine Jean-Pierre, says the quiet part out loud as White House reporters repeatedly questioned Biden's mental state. What? So she said President Kamala Harris, okay. The White House press pool on Wednesday continued to grill Karine Jean-Pierre about Biden's mental state. It's an ongoing thing here. Asking her about Joe Biden's cognitive decline following his disastrous debate performance. They did not let up on Wednesday and continued to pepper her with questions about Biden. Why are we not seeing Biden out there every single way in an unscripted way without teleprompters, one reporter asked KJP. She was visibly irritated. Should we have a listen? Let's have a little listen. Earphones on.
Why are we not seeing the president out there every single day in an unscripted way without teleprompters?
Well, you're going to see him today, certainly, and I know you're asking about the teleprompter. You're going to see him tomorrow, right? 4th of July. He'll have an opportunity to welcome active duty military and their families and certainly their loved ones here on the South Lawn, as he does every year. And I think that's going to be important. He'll be able to engage with them and thank them directly. And you'll see him in Wisconsin, and you'll continue to see him, obviously, in the upcoming weeks. Look, it is not unusual for a president to use a teleprompter. It isn't. It is not unusual. That is something that presidents have done in the past.
Really? Okay. Another reporter asked her what Biden does outside the hours between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. What does she say here?
What does the president do outside the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m.?
Well, you heard him speak to supporters yesterday outside of 4 p.m. You saw the president land in North Carolina in the middle of the night at 2 o'clock. What was he doing? He was greeting supporters. Hundreds of supporters that showed up to cheer him on after the debate. You saw him speaking at 9 o'clock or at night in New York in front of supporters. So he's been pretty much out there after the hours of 4 p.m. and before 10 a.m. for sure. And so that has been something he has consistently done over the past couple of days for sure, for certain.
Okay, one reporter asked if Biden has a scheduled daily nap time. She did not reply, did not deny Biden takes naps daily. Whoa. Asked if Biden was considering stepping down. Absolutely not, she said. At one point, Karine Jean-Pierre said the quiet part out loud and referred to Kamala Harris as President Kamala Harris. This comes as senior Biden campaign officials quietly push Kamala Harris as the top choice to replace Joe Biden. That way they can keep the funding. They can't do anything else. Let's have a listen.
One of the reasons why he picked the vice president, President Kamala Harris, is because she is indeed the future of the party.
There you go. She's the future of the party. There you go. This is going to get really weird really quickly. Okay, that's inappropriate. KJP and NBC reporter team up to scold Newsmax's James Rosen for asking if Biden is awake. Yeah, we're all asking that at the moment. That's not inappropriate. It's a very valid question, I believe. Defiant Joe Biden vows to fight for re-election during call with staff, forgets name of his chief of staff during that call. Great. See? Okay, and happy 4th of July. Oh, well, it's 4th here. It's not 4th yet in the US. But happy 4th of July for tomorrow. Visiting Kiev, I'll probably be back tomorrow anyway. Visiting Kiev, Orban presses Zelensky to end the meat grinder. If Trump wins, there'll be a ceasefire, while Moscow claims Ukraine suffered 1,800 casualties in one day. And then war economy, Russia bucks sanctions from the West, gets upgraded by World Bank to high-income country. There you go. General Mike Flynn debunks fake FEC filing, naming him as Trump's vice presidential pick. Okay, so there are rumours, and they've been going around on not Facebook, Twitter, and it looks like this. Where is it? This. Okay? This is not real. So that is General Mike Flynn telling people it's not real. Oh my God, the unspoken thing. Disney marketing director reveals plans to expose children to more LGBTQ content. Stay away from Disney. Boycotts work well, you know, sometimes. The fastest you'll ever see Biden move. Joe Biden quickly shuffles out of room as reporters shout questions. Yeah, because he can't answer them. An aggressive sea lion charges at people in San Diego's La Jolla Cove as terrified beachgoers scramble to get away from it. Oh. Yeah, animals are turning on people. Missouri rhinos pull a fast one, remove the pro-Trump delegates elected at the state convention in May. Wow. Horror armed robbers run over elderly woman during a botched robbery at an outdoor mall in Newport Beach, California. Oh, the poor old lady. Yeah, that's not good. Joe Biden threatens to send out attorneys general to go after grocers in plan to combat his food inflation crisis. Why are they going after the grocers? They're getting paid pittance. It's the middlemen that are getting paid the most. You know, the corporations that sell the food. At least ours are. Ours just put out billion-dollar profits, mate. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Grocery prices are soaring thanks to Joe Biden's tax and spend policies. The US economy is in bad shape because of Joe Biden's war on domestic oil and the Green New Deal disguised as the Inflation Reduction Act. Moody's Investors Service recently cut the US's outlook to negative. Moody's lowered its ratings outlook on the US government, citing high interest rates, government spending and deficits. Sounds like here. Inflation is still high. Grocery prices are up more than 19%. Gas prices are still high, and more than 15 million illegal aliens have poured over the border since Biden was installed in January 2021. Most Americans are struggling to put food on the table thanks to Joe Biden. This year's 4th of July cookout costs hit a record, up to 30% from 5 years ago when Trump was in office. With plenty of options to feed a hungry crowd, a group of 10 this year can expect to pay $71.22 for their celebration, up 5% from last year and up 30% from 5 years ago. Nationally, this means we are surpassing $7 per person for the first time. With a total meal coming to $7.12 a person, only 2 dishes decreased in price while everything else on your table rose on average. Your grocery bill may be a shock, but it's in line with the inflation that's roiled the economy, including the farm economy over the last several years. I honestly think it's the people in the middle and the taxes. So it's the government and the corporations siphoning money away from the people. That's what I believe is happening. That's just my belief. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. Grocery costs are too high for families across the country, Biden said on X. We have a plan to tackle them. Yeah, what is it? Biden's plan includes deploying state attorney generals to go after grocers for price gouging. Grocery prices are not soaring because of price gouging, are they? Aren't they? Ours are here, because, I mean, they're, you know, Coles and Woolworths and that are posting record profits. Here in Australia, that is. I don't know if it's the same where you are, though. Yeah, and our farmers get paid, you know, barely anything. So it's ridiculous. I don't know what's going on here. They're urging more to join leaders like Target, Walmart and Aldi in lowering prices. Yeah, and it also depends on how much that corporation's being taxed to. But I have seen here in Australia that they have, and I don't know if it's fake news, it very well could be, but I've seen record profits by the look of it. Okay, and that's it. I've got more on here, which I'm going to read over on Rumble, if you'd like to join me over there. And I will be back live on Saturday morning. Yeah, can we just stop time for a little bit? I'm about to turn a year older and I don't want to. Can we just stop it now? Oh, dear. Anyway, guys, that's for me to whinge about and worry about, and not to you guys. I'm sure you feel the same way. Okay, anyway, guys, I shall see you over on Rumble or during the Saturday's live. Have a good one, guys. Bye.